Welcome back to the Regent Park TV Weekly News Show. My name is Humaira and my co-hosts today are Fred and Murphy. Today we present news that impacts Regent Park and the surrounding areas. In this episode, we present news for the following weeks of April 13th to April 21st. Today we are covering the following headlines. Kristyn Wong-Tam to leave City Council, run as NDP candidate in upcoming June election. Toronto Centre's MPP Suze Morrison won't seek re-election. Committee receives evaluation report of the United Way Social Impact Investment Funds for Regent Park. Mayor John Tory visits Ramadan meals 2022 in Regent Park. Police arrest 39-year-old man in two separate random fatal shootings of two completely innocent men in downtown Toronto. COVID-19 and vaccination updates. Toronto Public Health encourages eligible residents to get their 4th doses of the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible. Vaccine clinics in Regent Park, and as well as events and jobs in the Regent Park community.
Kristyn Wong-Tam to leave City Council, run as NDP candidate in upcoming June election. Toronto City Councillor Kristyn Wong-Tam is leaving municipal politics to run as an NDP candidate in the upcoming provincial election. The Ward 13 Toronto Centre City Councillor announced that she is resigning after being on council for over a decade and will be vying for a seat at Queen's Park as a New Democrat candidate for the same riding in the June provincial election. Wong-Tam held a press conference to announce her candidacy on Friday, April 8th, and also posted to her website. She says she decided to step down from City Council because she believes in the democratic process and wants to champion for change at a provincial level.
I've chosen to join the NDP, and in particular, I've chosen to join Andrea Horwath. Over the past 4 years, with Doug Ford at the helm of the province, I have seen the hardship of Ontarians right across. And they really have not been standing up for issues, and I don't believe they've been standing up for Toronto Centre. And if it wasn't for Andrea, I will tell you right now, I don't know if I would be stepping into the political arena. If it wasn't for Andrea and her vision and values that she brings to the NDP and what she stands for, I don't think I would be seeking another term as city councillor or seeking any term in any political office. I'm choosing to resign my seat as soon as the provincial writ is dropped for the election, largely because I really believe in the democratic process. I believe in democratic renewal. I know how much energy I brought to this job, especially at the municipal level. Anyone who represents at the municipal level will tell you that you're out and about all the time. And I think it's so critical that somebody comes in to represent Toronto Centre at the municipal level with the same level of energy, the same level of enthusiasm that I brought to it 12 years ago.
Wong-Tam is the only NDP nominee in Toronto Centre and intends to replace outgoing incumbent MPP Suze Morrison. Morrison was the first ever NDP MPP elected for Toronto Centre in 2018. She announced earlier this week that she is not seeking re-election due to health reasons. NDP leader Andrea Horwath said Wong-Tam has been a strong voice at City Council and will bring her determination and drive to Queen's Park. She has advocated for tenants and for businesses alike. She is passionate about urban space, about green space, about affordable housing, about access to health care for all, Horwath said. Wong-Tam's departure from City Council marks a second downtown ward that will be left vacant for the municipal election this October, after Councillor Joe Cressy announced earlier this week that he is stepping down in Spadina Fort, York. My love for Toronto Centre and our neighborhoods runs deep. It is my home, Wong-Tam posted on her website. When my family immigrated to Canada in 1975, our first apartment was in Regent Park. And it was there I learned to speak English at Spruce Court Public School. As a queer teen, I found community and support in the church Wellesley Village. As a university student, I was an overnight worker in a women's shelter run by the Catholic Church near Allen Gardens, and later in my 30s, I opened a successful business on Church Street. I am raising my family in Toronto Centre, and for almost 12 years, I have had the tremendous privilege of representing our communities at City Hall. Wong-Tam expressed on her personal announcement for Toronto Centre. I was able to build my life in this community because of a robust network of social services, affordable housing, and a lot of hard work. I entered politics because, despite my individual success, I kept seeing the hard-working members of my community fall through the cracks of a system that didn't see or value them. I wanted to help create a city that believed inclusion means more than just telling people they are welcome here. I want our city to say we built this with you in mind. We built this for you regardless of your socio-economic status or postal code, she added. Wong-Tam was first elected to City Council in 2010 as the first openly lesbian councillor and is a prominent advocate for the LGBTQ community. Wong-Tam is also a founding member of the Church Wellesley Village Business Improvement Area and co-founder of Asian Canadians for Equal Marriage. Wong-Tam's last day with City Council is May 4th.
Toronto Centre MPP Suze Morrison won't seek re-election. New Democrat MPP Suze Morrison has decided not to run for re-election, citing health concerns. In a statement released Monday, the MPP for Toronto Centre says she is struggling with severe pain from endometriosis. Standing alongside NDP leader Andrea Horwath, the NDP caucus, and the incredible people of Toronto Centre, and standing up to Doug Ford's cuts has been the greatest privilege of my life, she said. But I need to step back for my health. I was diagnosed with endometriosis in 2019. My pain has worsened over the past 2 years. I'm doing well, but being an MPP is a demanding role, and I need to show down for a while and get my pain under control. NDP leader Andrea Horwath said Morrison is devoted to amplifying the voices of people who are marginalized and lifting people up. She's been a fierce champion for Toronto Centre residents, for tenants, and for the future character and diversity of the neighborhoods in her riding. Morrison has first elected in 2018 and is one of the 3 Indigenous New Democrats MPPs. She said she plans on staying engaged with our progressive movement.
The SDP committee receives evaluation report of the United Way Social Impact Investment Funds for Regent Park. Ronnie Gorman, Manager, Neighborhoods, United Way Greater Toronto UWT, presented at the SDP Funding Committee held virtually on April 11, 2022, to go over the evaluation of the United Way Impact Investment Funds, the SIIF, for Regent Park. Known commonly as SIIF, the Community Engaged Fund is a partnership between United Way Greater Toronto, UWT, the City of Toronto, and Daniels Corporation. The Daniels Corporation provided $1 million in seed funding to assist community service organizations and grassroots groups through grants to work on established community priorities as determined by the Regent Park Social Development Plan. The SDP priorities fall under 4 pillars. 1, safety, creating the reality that Regent Park is a safe and welcoming community. 2, employment and economic development, increasing both sustainable employment and entrepreneurial opportunities. 3, community building, bringing both market rent and Toronto community housing residents together in accessible, formal, and informal community spaces. 4, communication, deploying easily accessible information to the community. Over the 3-year duration of the project, from 2019 to present, a total of 16 resident grassroots groups and organizations were funded. In Ronnie Gorman's summary of the evaluation of the United Way Social Impact Investment Funds for Regent Park, she covered some of the key findings, what worked well, what can be improved on, and the next steps and recommendations.
So as far as findings from the report, what has worked well so far with the SIF model? So folks felt that neighborhood readiness for a SIF was crucial. So having several project stakeholders, they spoke to the need for existing community structures to be in place for community-led projects to be a success. So a lot of people spoke of the strength of the SDP, work groups, committees, existing processes already within the community, social structures, resident-led groups. Having a keen sense of community priorities were considered to be factors that could push the grant forward and were seen by many as being assets. Several stakeholders spoke to their strength in Regent Park prior to the introduction of SIF as well. So having those structures in place before rolling out a grant of this nature was seen as a huge asset because there were parallels to be made with the existing structures in SDP. So flipping a little bit into what could be improved. Through the interviews, it was found that capacity building supports for all involved could be improved. The SIF was intended to have an embedded capacity building support for grant applicants and grant trustees during all the granting rounds. Findings suggest that applicants had various levels of need, some surpassing what was offered as far as capacity building and trusteeship support. At times, grant applicants required additional ongoing administrative, business, and project management support. And for some grant recipients, this included resources needed to get off the ground, how to leverage community connections, how to obtain in-kind donations or acquire community space for events. Depending on the trustee capacity and who the trustee was for these groups, some groups expressed that they were able to receive this. However, some key informants expressed that the support was inconsistent and not the same across the board. One of the grant committee members noted that some grassroots groups are more sophisticated than others. Overall, capacity building supports were appreciated by community stakeholders who were involved in the SIF. However, the feedback suggests that the community needs should be better understood to enhance coordination of resources prior to groups receiving funding and executing their ideas. So the overall recommendations, firstly, supporting everybody involved in the SIF. So capacity building support should be available for all involved in SIF, including grant applicants, grant trustees, and engaged community groups supporting SIF processes. This would be a key element of ensuring more inclusion and equity in the work of SIF. Ongoing support should be provided to enable communities to sustain the work launched by the SIF. Grassroots groups, residents, and agencies should be equipped with the tools to lead and build on community initiatives and continue to advocate for community to funders and government.
Following the presentation, Ronnie answered questions from the committee regarding the findings of the report.
Mayor John Tory visits Ramadan Meals 2022 in Regent Park. Regent Park Youth Group Healing as One is making sure people have access to meals during the month of Ramadan. Mayor John Tory visited the youth group on Sunday, April 10th. Healing as One is preparing and delivering fresh halal meals daily in downtown Toronto throughout April. The group had a chance to speak to the mayor about their programs. They say many residents of Regent Park are calling for funding of community-led initiatives to support families and to address food insecurity. Ramadan Meals TO is a grassroots group of community members coordinated with local downtown area mosques in Toronto to prepare and distribute halal meals and fresh food baskets to those in need. They are currently delivering 350 per day, mostly to seniors, frontline workers, and families who are in need of the support. You can visit their website at healingasone.ca from April 2nd to May 2nd, 2022.
Police arrest a 39-year-old man in two separate random fatal shootings of two completely innocent men in downtown Toronto. Police have arrested a man they say is responsible for a pair of random shootings in Toronto that killed two completely innocent men. Toronto police announced on Tuesday, April 12th, that 39-year-old Richard Jonathan Edwin has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the deaths of Kartik Vasudev and Elijah Eliezer Mahipath. Vasudev, a 21-year-old Seneca College student, was shot on April 7th outside the Glen Road entrance to Sherbourne Station at around 5 p.m. The second shooting took place in the vicinity of Dundas and George Streets about 48 hours later. Police said Mahipath, 35, was walking in the area after picking up groceries when he too was fatally shot by the suspect. Investigators say the suspect had no verbal interaction with either victim and may not have even been in a position where he was able to make out their faces. Detective Sergeant Terry Brown told reporters during a news conference that video surveillance footage was used to track the suspect both from the area where he resides to the area of the shooting and then back to his residence. The suspect was then arrested at his residence in the Spadina Avenue and Bloor Street West area on Sunday night, April 10th, police say. At the time of his arrest, police allege there were multiple loaded firearms found in his residence, including a rifle that Brown said was capable of causing great carnage if used. My personal opinion is there were going to be more victims, Police Chief James Raymer said during the news conference. When? I don't know. But he had an arsenal at home, and quite frankly, I believe this may have been just the first step. The suspect, identified as Richard Jonathan Edwin, has no criminal record and was the legal owner of the firearms found at his address. Edwin is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Toronto Public Health is continuing to encourage all eligible Toronto residents to get their 4th doses of the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible. Following the expanded eligibility for the 4th doses announced by the province of Ontario last week, Team Toronto continues to offer residents opportunities to receive their 4th dose of COVID-19 vaccine as the best protection against the serious illness linked to COVID-19. On April 7th, the province announced that residents aged 60 or older, as well as First Nation, Inuit, and Métis individuals and their non-Indigenous household members are aged 18 and over are eligible to receive their 4th doses. Residents who received their third dose less than 5 months ago may call the Provincial Vaccine Contact Center at 1-833-943-3900 to learn more about the fourth dose eligibility. More information about fourth dose eligibility is available on the City of Toronto's COVID-19 vaccine eligibility and doses webpage.
And Humaira will continue with vaccine clinics in Regent Park area.
Now moving on to vaccine clinics in the Regent Park area. The Regent Park Community Health Center is still running a COVID vaccination and testing center at 40 Oak Street, servicing the community of Regent Park and anyone living in an M postal code. Starting on April 1st, the vaccine clinic will be running on Tuesdays and Saturdays only. Walk-ins are welcome while supplies last, and appointments for the fourth doses are available on the COVID-19 vaccination appointment booking webpage. Pfizer is available for all age groups. Children aged from 5 to 11 years old are now eligible to receive the Pfizer vaccine. A mixed clinic will be running at 40 Oak Street on Saturdays from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information on eligibility, testing, different age clinics, and booking, please visit regentparkchc.org/COVID-19 vaccine clinic. Now I bring to you your weekly COVID-19 vaccination clinic at the 519. You can now access your COVID-19 vaccine at our low barrier drop-in clinic for 2S LGBTQ+ communities and allies. For ages 12+, Moderna and Pfizer are available. Ontario Health Card is not necessary, but it is good to bring along if you have it. First, second, and third doses are available for those who are eligible. There are limited doses, so it is first come, first serve. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always contact community@the519.org.
We continue with Humaira with events and jobs in Regent Park community.
And now for some events coming up in the Regent Park area. So Regent Park residents-led sewing classes are back. The 6-week program has launched on April 2nd and will be running every Saturday until May 7th. All beginner workshops are from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the advanced workshop will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Classes and child minding are available for Regent Park residents only. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity to learn to sew using recycled material and fabric alterations. To register or for more information, contact Adriana at 416-799-6006 or Urfa at 547-450-3463, or you can alternatively email adriana-moprp@gmx.com. Another amazing event that is happening in the Regent Park area is the Ramadan Iftar Meals 2022. These meals are done by the Regent Park Catering Collective, and this event is for Regent Park residents to come together every Wednesday in the month of April to break their fast and pray Maghrib together. All meals are free with the options to dine in or take out, and there are only 2 more sessions happening this month, on the 20th and 27th from 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. at Daniel Spectrum, which is located at 585 Dundas Street East. See you all there. The Focus Media Arts Center invites you to learn video game development. Starting April 6th to June 29th, 2022, every Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This free and in-person game development workshop will teach you how to make your very own video game. You will learn C# programming and Unity Engine. This free workshop is available for youth aged 15 to 25 and will take place at Daniel Spectrum on the 3rd floor. You can register online at www.regentparkfocus.com/gamedev, or you can email info@focusmediaarts.ca. Mother of Peace with Regent Park Matters presents Heart Talks. Heart Talks will be an interactive conversation amongst BIPOC youth and newcomers regarding their thoughts and feelings on the issues of community safety and security in Regent Park. This event is open to all Toronto communities and will be happening on Saturday, April 24th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. To register for this event, you can find the posting on eventbrite.com. All attendees will be entered into a gift card raffle. Stay tuned for more information. As for the last event in the Regent Park area, the World Urban Pavilion in Regent Park will be having their grand opening on April 21st, 2022. The grand opening is a hybrid event held both virtually and in person in Regent Park. The virtual attendance time is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the physical attendance time will be from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. To register for the virtual session, you can find more information on their Eventbrite. Now moving on with different job opportunities in the Regent Park area. Ramadan Meals TO is a Healing as One initiative and is looking for volunteers. Healing as One is a grassroots organization of community members, and one of their goals is to ensure that everyone has access to fresh food and halal meals prepared during this blessed month of Ramadan. If you're interested in volunteering or donating, please visit healingasone.ca or DM the organization through Instagram at healingasone. Another amazing job opportunity comes from the Regent Park School of Music. They are looking to hire an administrative coordinator with a salary of $40,000 to $50,000 per year. Reporting to the program manager, the administrative coordinator will provide administrative support to ensure the efficient operations of the RPSM office and related activities. The role includes being the critical link in helping to organize, document, and support all team members and other stakeholders with day-to-day needs. Head over to charityvillage.com and type Regent Park School of Music in the search bar. This should take you to the full job posting with qualifications and responsibilities. Focus Media Arts Center is looking to hire a part-time communications outreach coordinator for the Regent Park Social Development Plan, or the SDP's Communication Working Group. The working group is one of the 4 pillars of the SDP, and the successful candidate will be reporting to it. In supporting the Communications Working Group, the Communications Outreach Coordinator will employ the use of online, phone, in-person, and social media strategies to increase the promotion and engagements of all communication table initiatives such as the Regent Park TV News, the Hello Neighbor app, and the Regent Park newsletter. Furthermore, they will assist in the development and implementation of outreach strategies that will promote the activities and initiatives of the SDP and its 4 working groups as a whole. The part-time position includes 8 hours per week at a rate of $25 per hour, and the contract period is from April 18th to March 31st, 2023. Dixon Hall is operating the Youth Incubator Program in collaboration with George Brown College and Labor Education Center. This is an 8-week program in hospitality or trade streams and provides valuable certifications for job seekers. They are now accepting youth aged 18 to 29 years old who are on Ontario Works. Participants will receive $750 from Dixon Hall for training support. The Youth Incubator Program is set to begin on April 19, 2022. For more information or to please contact Program Coordinator Denzel at 416-889-5768. And finally, the Regent Park Community Health Center is hiring for an early years social worker and therapist, as well as a relief dental assistant. Application deadline for the former is April 29, 2022, and for the latter is June 7, 2022. For full job posting and information, please head over to regentparkchc.org/careers.
And that's all for today's show. My name is Murphy Brown, and my co-hosts are Fred, Alvarado, and Humaira. We would also like to thank our team of researchers that contributed to this week's show. And from our studios at Focus Media Arts Center, thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all of our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.